first. Yep. Hand's got turn 2 Crusader. We've got turn 1 Howling Brave, which accelerates us into a turn 2 4/4 Skyguard Steadfast. And pass on over here. Hey, Elwins. That's your folks. Holy crap, that's huge. All right, now I was gonna wait till after this match, but now I have to look. Angus is getting a small nerf. That's insane. Wow, those are awesome. I'm super excited. God, they're so good at their jobs. It's amazing. Intangible Hawk, here's to another year of being convinced to dump time and money into Virtual Cardboard. Thank you, Virtual Hawk. I appreciate it. 12 months, that's a really long time, so I appreciate you coming back again and again. Howdy, Dia Bunny. These changes are awesome. I am super excited. Bring to Justice, rude. So Bring to Justice voids target non-valorous troops, so I don't get to trigger the death cry on my champion there because he was voided. Just pulled it up. Alright, so we got a brick back on our champion activation there, but we did dump an Underworld Crusader into our bin for this Rotten Rancor, so hopefully my opponent plays something out that this can beat up. Ardent Officer, yep, that's exactly what we're looking to beat up. So we'll go here and play our 5th resource out. Then I'm going to go ahead and play this Rotten Rancor. Hey, Trex with the 25 cheer. Thank you very much. Rancor it up. So Rotten Rancor returns my troop to play and lets it battle target opposing troops. So I get my 4/4 back and my opponent's 2/2 dies. Just keep swinging, swinging, swinging. Howdy, Wizard Kids. Not gonna be a super long stream today, just planning to play for an hour or two. Solitary Exile, that's rude. So that, again, voids the thing it's targeting, so that's gonna go away and not draw me cards. So my opponent just played once more Under the Breach, draws 2 cards to them, and transforms 2 random cards in their hand into Valors. So it's not bad. Let's go ahead and lead on Cottontail Explorer here, see what we find. I'm going to play this out as an 0-1. I don't think I'm at a point in my life yet where we want to... I guess I'm actually short of resources. Let's say, so Balthazar, when it comes into play, it draws us cards equal to the highest power among troops we control and gains us life equal to the highest toughness. So like if we play this Balthazar, it'll be a 6-cost 1/2 that gains us 2 life and draws us 2 cards. I think I want at least a little bit more than that. Valor Gem and the Protector Defender is a little weird. Probably gonna see this kick up to a 2/3 here. Yeah, this Balthazar I'm not sure is a card I like in this deck. I might actually replace this for a different 6-drop because, and like this is my problem with Balthazar, is that since it's not an individually powerful card, it like needs other cards to make it good. So like playing a 6-cost 1/2 that draws me 2 cards here just like it doesn't feel good. It's like not something I'm looking to do or I'm excited about, so I think I'd rather like have my 6-drops just be like individually powerful. This could even just be like a Vampire King even, just like lowers the curve a little bit and still gains us some life in the main deck. So this has shifted. At the beginning of combat, this copies itself. So at the beginning of combat, my opponent's Quash Ridge Tusker is going to copy itself now. Interesting. So he's going to get 2 Quash Ridge Tuskers here. And when this card attacks, it gets +1 power permanently, and then gives plus power equal to its power to another troop. So these guys are going to get very large very quickly here. I think all of these changes are super reasonable. I'm super excited for basically all of them. There, things happen. Alright, so, I'm gonna put this in front of here and then chump one of these, I think. And then my Crocosaur is going to trade with both of these, which sounds excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and jam this Croc here. It comes into play, it battles 2 opposing troops. Stomp, stomp, roar. Hit the champ power here, see what we get back. Probably get a battle hopper. Rune here, God bless. Alright. To crack in for 6 here, almost lethal. Copy of Garg and Belth. Gargulus seems sweet. Yeah, exactly, Trex. Yeah, a VK in this slot is probably plenty reasonable. Like another individually powerful card. Duke with Gust Mage is cute. So he's gonna create a copy of himself. So it's just dead on board. Certainly want Rockcast. This is probably an Extinction matchup. Cluckodon's probably not terrible either. We're going to cut down on some of this top end here. That's a little clunky and slow. Trim that. I think I'm going to cut to an Acolyte. And I can't cut Acolyte because it's Underworld. So I'm going to cut 2 Howling Braves here, I think. Yeah, it seems fine. Yeah, let's do that. I think I'm going to try VK. I could see Gargulith being okay too, though. But, VK is just, lower in the curve. We could play a 3rd Croc. I don't hate that either. Croc's real good. I kind of wouldn't mind a little bit of life gain in the main deck, so I think I'm going to try a VK. Am I playing a Horrors of War deck anytime? Not until the next format. We are too close to the end of the season for me to risk playing anything too cute and falling slots. I'm only 38 on the ladder, so part of the reason I'm doing an extra stream today is because I want to pad my ladder ranking a little bit. We could just play a second Yazukan. I don't hate Yazukan as a card. Having 2 of those is probably fine. Yazukan's another card that gains life. We could also just play a 3rd Rotten Rancor. This card's been sweet every time we've drawn it. Maybe 3 is too clunky, though. I'm just going to offer this trade here. We get an acceleration out of it, so if they take it, they take it. So first card we want to work with from the new set. I don't know. The standard format, I'm really waiting until we have a full spoiler. I've been working on a few different decks in Immortal. I'm almost done with my second article piece for Hex Primal on my Immortal series. Concedes. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna swap the Belth for something else. Man, it is slow moving where I'm at in the ladder. I won 1 match before the stream and didn't move, and then we won this match and didn't move. Yeah, I think I just want something that gains life. I think having 5 really big things here at the top end is plenty. Let's just play another Vampire King. Or play a first Vampire King. Next victim, please. Oh no! Oh no, Angus! Look at that. We just made a change to make our deck mildly good against Angus. Man, can we get this deal in 3 damage already? Is it too soon for that? I'm gonna keep this. It's a little... We're not good in this matchup game 1, just like TLDR. I think having 2 drops on the play is reasonable. Shinshire won the first Cosmic Crown Showdown. That's why they've got these sweet animated sleeves here. No 1-drop from them is good for us. Ideally, we want to draw like Phyrexian Crusader, Underworld Crusader, or other things of that nature. Like, we're looking for powerful 3-drops at this point. There's Underworld Crusader for our bin. So this Rotten Rancor will be pretty good on 5, because we have a Heart of the Wrathwood in here too. Got Subtle Striker to play out next turn. Blamsmith in the main deck. Weird. Okay, so they're not playing stock standard Angus, basically, is what Blamsmith in the main deck tells me. What is the second one? They won one of them. Yeah, you're right. It probably was the second one. I don't know. I don't pay attention to names in tournaments like that. If they attack with both of these, we're like 10 out of 10 trading 2 for 1 here. Oh, you know what? I probably should have made... I 110% should have made rabbits with these before I blocked with that Cottontail. And another shard. Okay. Well then. Big bucks, no Mama Yeti. Big bucks, no Mama Yeti. Big bucks, no Mama Yeti. Visage. Alright, no idea what they're doing. I'm gonna hit for 4 here, though. Down to 15. We're at a virtual whatever because of this. I'm gonna go ahead and Rotten Rancor back our Heart of the Wrathwood here and kill the Visage of the Masquerade. Oh yeah, Phyrexian Crusader's protection for bread, right? Yep. Okay, so almost certainly just getting burned out this game. Well then, I'm glad we killed the Visage. That's a Paw of Yazukan, and we've got plenty of troops in our crypt, so let's play this out as an 0-1. Maybe they have enough troops that we're not just dead here. That would be sweet. Let's void these 3. Actually, I'm going to void like this. I might want the Subtle Striker back more than the Crusader at this point. Kill this. We know they have a Valor in their hand. Let's go ahead and play this out. And then we do just have to pass the turn here, unfortunately. So, hopefully they've got a lot of troops in their deck. It's looking like their deck is fairly troop-based. Blamsmith with Scrounge. Oh, that sucks. I was going to get to play Uruunaz next turn and take one of their troops, and now we can't. I think we're still playing Uruunaz this turn. Another brick. Yep. Do this. Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to play this out. That's super unfortunate. Maybe I'm supposed to attack with this. I get one more draw step here, though. Or I get 2 draws next turn, basically. Is there wild in their deck? No, they're gaining life. Okay. Heart of Embers. Oh, good lord. So they've got 2 Valors in their hand right now? I'm gonna get the Rotten Rancor back and wish I would have left Underworld Crusader in there. Crocosaur! Ding, ding, ding. Alright, so let's go ahead and Croc here. Croc's gonna stomp, stomp, roar, and eat these two. He lives. And then we get to go ahead and attack with these two. Yep. Would like to use this power. I will get Heart of Embers back from their discard pile. Then I'm going to go ahead and Valor. I'll Valor this guy and shoot down Emberleaf. Play this out past the turn. We know 2 of their cards are Valors right now. And we know they have another elf in their hand. Another Heart of Embers, sure. That was their elf, so who are they shooting with this? We know they have 2 more Valors in their hand. So, alright. Are they dead on board? Yeah, they're dead on board, right? They block these 2 and then take lethal? Yeah, alright. Could have unclicked these because technically not optimal to attack with this, but yeah, opponent's just dead to lethal attack here. Alright, so what are we doing here? Cluckodon seems reasonable. Master Moth seems okay. Extinction seems excellent. Rockcast seems fine. Probably wouldn't mind a couple Harvest Moons. Uruunaz and Heart of the Wrathwood, as good as they were there, I don't think they're particularly what we want to be doing in this matchup. I think I want Sack and then Sack and Speed on these. I'm going to put Stack and Skyguard Steadfast on these, which means we have to take Skyguard Steadfast off the Crusaders. So I'm going to put Speed on my Crusaders. Let's cut the Phenteo. This Rotten Rancor kind of clunky. It probably isn't great. I guess it's kind of a removal spell, but I'm also like cutting some of my fat top ends. So maybe it's not as good. Do I want the Howling Brave Extinction combo in my deck? Probably not. And do this. Probably don't mind having the VK in here. Let's get more troop base. I'm only gonna bring in 1 Harvest Moon. I may or may not be wrong. It's kind of weird balancing the how much like extinction type effects do I want versus the gaining life against my opponent's deck. They seem to be more troop based than not. So I think I want to prioritize cards like Extinction over the other options. I'm going to keep this. This might be wrong on the draw. We don't have anything to do till turn 3, but like double Herofall seems pretty good. They don't seem like they're a 1-drop deck. Triple Herofall. Would love to draw a 2-drop for next turn. Rockcast, Cottontail Explorer, etc. You see the balance update? The balance update sounds great. Like all the changes that they implemented in there sound wonderful. This could just slaughter us next turn. Like I said, this hand probably wasn't keepable on the draw. If they have Crackling Bolt this turn, we're going to be... If they have Crackling Bolt into the 7 drops, we're going to be in some trouble here. Yeah, nothing going on though. Sweet. Yeah, okay. Them bricking for a turn should be all we need here, I think. We're going to do this. I'm not going to Hero Fall this during their ready step, because if they draw a... If they draw another one of these, I'm fine with that. Just do this now, because I'd much rather Hierophall like a Matriarch of the Flames here if they had it. They did miss their 3rd shard. We're just gonna jam this Wrathwood Master Moss. This is my 5/5. There are many like it, but these ones are mine. This card's great in this matchup because it's just like a giant brick wall, and when this dies, it turns into a 2/2, and then the 2/2 can turn back into a whatnot. You got a Heart of Embers? Yep. Oh no, it would be a shame if your hero were to fall. Your heroes should really watch where they're walking, man. I'm just gonna leave this back, I think. I guess if I attack with this, and the next turn I can hit for 9. Yeah, I'm just gonna ship with this. That's fine. The Matriarch of the Flames can't make a burn to the ground next turn, so I think it's fine to just pressure with this. Making some 7/7s here. Sun Soul Phoenix. We have multiple Phoenixes and a Valor, sure. Good beats. That's fine. Like, you know. I don't think we're ever beating that. I'm gonna trim 1 Extinction. I think I'd rather have Braves than Extinctions, honestly. Especially on the play. If I do this, I'm gonna do this on the play. I guess VK is pretty good if they're getting stuck on stuff, though. Reach from a Cottontail Explorer. I'm gonna trim a Rockcast. Let's be less. Yeah, Rockcast is pretty good. Oh, let's trim a Paw of Yazukan. That's exactly what I want to do. Let's do that. So it looks like the deck that my opponent's playing is a higher variance, higher powered version of the Mono Ruby Angus deck, which I don't know if the higher variance is exactly what you want. Don't have any experience playing with or against it though outside of this match though, so can't really form too educated of an opinion on it. But at a glance, it looks like what it's doing. Place this hand here with a hand that's not doing a whole lot, but definitely a keep it sick. So hoping to run off some of our more powerful cards here. We have this O3 at least. So I can block their 2/2s. They have a lot of 2/2s with speed. Are there 1-drops in their deck? Thinking about killing my Brave. Deal. My hand is poop. And it didn't get better. Alright. Play that. Play this. Pass the turn. Man, that feels bad. Alright, make an 0-1. Make a Dreadling attack for 1. Just die to this Matriarch of the Flames next turn. Things that don't feel good for 1. I hate being right. God, why do I have to be right? Draw another shard. Ends the beats. Alright, alright, we got that going for us. We hit the 1 good card in our crypt with that. So that's pretty great. That was a good draw as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to Herofall this one. Oh, you know what? I should have activated this and then like offered the double block. I don't think they take it, but I should have offered it. This is almost certainly dead, right? If there's a world where this lives, we could have a chance this game. Sure. So we're at 14 right now. This puts us to 8. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to no-blocks this, actually. We could die here, but I think that's worth the die roll. Have to kill that, sure. And on a scale of 1 to dead, almost certainly dead here. I guess they had to use their burn to the ground out of their hand to deal with my O3 there. And I can chump block this one, and they can't burn to the ground to kill this or me. Or definitely series of draws that kill us here. I guess if they have a burn or something, they can kill this and then force the trade. Yeah, okay. And they get a burn to the ground left over. So then we're looking to draw one of our 4 speed Crusaders. So we've got 4 Crusaders with speed in our deck. Burn to the ground us for 4. Alright, one of our better draws. Next shard in our hand means we can activate our champion power next turn, get a Rune Hierophant back. Get back Acolyte of Shoku is actually not too bad either. Opponent's pretty close to dead here. Opponent didn't have anything till I said they did. God, they have an elf in their hand too, so this is hopefully just the 5/3. I wonder if they're going to burn to the ground this. We're dead to Crackling Bolt. They Crackling Bolt us to 9, champ power us to 5. Nope, and then they can only put us to 1. Burn to the ground, Cluckodon. Yep. Alright. That's a good hit. Alright, let's champ power back this Cluckodon now. Master Moss, huh. I should sack the Master Moss to the Rune here, right? What do we think? This is actually a pretty interesting decision point, right? Do I play Runeir and then play Master Moss? Or do I play Runeir, or play Master Moss, play Runeir, sack the Master Moss to the Runeir? That ends up with a 6/6 Runeir, which is actually lethal, because the Master Moss comes back into play. I feel like I'm supposed to Master Moss and then sack the Master Moss to the Runeir, because it makes the Runeir a 6/6. Hilarious Max with the 11-month resubscription, almost an entire year. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to sacrifice it here, and just like have a 2/2 and a 6/6. And like this is lethal in 2 now as well. This is also lethal with a Crusader off the top, because our Crusaders have speed in them. Time is of the essence? Not really. We had 5 minutes to make that decision. Oh, plenty of time. And like if my opponent's spending removal spells to kill these instead of killing me, like that's kind of a win for us too. Do they really not have 3 troops in there? Just 2. That's sad for them. Phoenix, this is attacking me? No. Huh. Weird. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of them in there. All right. Oh, this has Skyguard. That makes sense. Think I'm just supposed to pass the turn here? Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn. I got there. I got there. Huh. I'm pretty sure I'm no blocks on this. I didn't think about it for very long, but I'm pretty sure we're close to no blocks that. God bless. Alright, so... That's a 7/7. Pass the turn? Yeah, we're basically at 5 here, which kind of sucks. Because my opponent's 1 charge away from hitting us with their champ power again. Crocosaur would be lit, as the kids say. Attack with everything here kind of sucks. Just that. This has Crush, so I take 2 from this. Put me to 7, which is basically 3, so I'm dead to Crackling Bolt then. I could put, like, Mossling in front of this, too. Yeah, I'm going to put Mossling in front of this as well. I think this is fine. This isn't getting through anyways. And if we draw Croc, we're just, like, dead to Croc at any point here. Oh. That's pretty good. So probably dead now. Activate our champion power once this game. Almost certainly dead. Dead to Shard. Dead to Burn Spell. Dead to Blam. Oh, dead to Blam Sack. Sure. Dead no matter how we cut it. Yeah, bricked a couple too many times here. 1-2 matches. Stayed the same. Lost a match. Moved up a spot. Oh, the ladder. How do you work? How do you work, ladder? Yep, once you're linked with your Twitch account there, if you're on mobile, I don't believe you can sub on Prime from mobile. But if you're on the desktop computer, you just click on the subscribe, and then there's a free subscribe option there. Okay, opponent's playing Marshall. Josephina, good matchup for us. Got plenty of Wasqui Wabbits here that will enable our Rotten Rancor nicely. Our double Rotten Rancor now. That is not exactly enabling our Rancor. Huh. Main deck Wise Magistrate. I'm biased, but I love me some Sappers Wallbusters. And this here was a perfect example of why I didn't play my Shard out before I played my Cottontail Explorer there, because we hit a slow Shard. And we got to put that down. Did we hit any troops with that Cottontail Explorer? We did not. That's sad. I don't know. I don't think this card's particularly good. It's just like, I feel like this card is much worse than William Rowan most of the time. Yank Chef with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Yeah, let's just scrounge this, I think. This comes into play. They have to sacrifice a troop. Even if they're just losing their choo-choo, that's fine. Wise Magistrate says, whenever an opposing champion plays a non-resource card, each card in that champion's hand gets +2 cost until end of turn. I'm not activating my champ. Maybe I should have activated my champ power there. I don't know. It's possible. Because, like, if he attacks with this, I'm going to double block and trade, and then there's going to be a Cottontail Explorer in my crypt. Oh no, I've been brought to justice. Alright, we should take a hit here now since I can't trade for this. That's fine. They're really not doing anything. I'm going to start by activating my champion power here, see what we get. We got a Blood Shard back, but we ditched an Underworld Crusader, so... Yeah, I'm just going to play this Cottontail Explorer out. Oh, I'm dumb. I was going to say I could play this Cottontail Explorer and then play this Phenteo, but this card means I can't do that. That's whatever. Discard this extra shard. We got another Crusader in my bin. Ten out of 10 triple blocking here. Not close. Triple block. These are my rabbits. There are many like them, but they have gang blocked your Wise Magistrate. Hey, look at that. Your hero has fallen. So this kills this, and then gets rid of all their other Ardent Crusaders. Oh, there was one in their hand. That's so unfortunate for you, opponent. Something smells a little rotten. Kill your guy, get my 4/4 back. Oh no, my filthy Crusader has been brought to justice. It's fine, we're gonna Rotten Rancor the other one back into play here in a second. This one, fight this one. That'll teach him to play for exactly. You get that consistency out of here. Oh, you know what? I should have played the Cottontail Explorer first. Watch us flip Uruunaz into the crypt here. Yes. Oh, the missequencing. So I could have brought Yazukan back into play here, and then Yazukan would have brought other stuff back into play. Man, what a solid ball kick there. Proper sequencing, folks. It's important. That's fine, I deserve that. Just Herofall this guy. Champ power. Now, this sequencing, I think, was correct. Like, I could have killed this guy with the Rotten Rancor if I sequenced in the other direction where I champ power and then Herofall, but I wanted the Herofall in my crypt because I wouldn't mind getting a Herofall back with my champion power, so I think for purposes of maximizing getting a good card back with my champion power, I should Herofall first there. There's their 4th shard, finally. Phenteo's going to get to start loading their deck up with Tarantula eggs. So that's exciting. Play a troop so I can Rotten Rancor it. How rude is that? Just doesn't give me a Rotten Rancor target. So Rotten Rancor, in addition to bringing one of our troops from the crypt back into play, that troop has to battle an opposing troop. So if my opponent doesn't have a troop for this to battle, I don't get to bring my guy back. Yeah, my iterations of my earlier iterations of the diamond-based aggressive decks were playing. So my opponent brought that back and then didn't block. Weird. And now we have a Rotten Rancor target for our Yazukan. Clash of Steel is definitely one of their best tools to try and win matchups like this, but it's still an uphill battle for them. All right, so we're gonna trim our Howling Braves and bring in our Extinctions and our Rock Casts. Guess I brought in Succulent Cluckodon last time. Heart of the Wrathwood isn't particularly good, and Phenteo is not particularly good. Yeah, clean, easy 6 in, 6 out. I think he intended to block the Cottontail Explorer, but then accidentally clicked past it. Alright. Cottontail Explorer, do your thing, chicken wang. See, this is actually an interesting discussion point here. Are we really lucky or really unlucky when our Cottontail Explorer draws us so many shards that we have to discard one of them again? Which, discuss. I think it's an interesting discussion point here. Really, do you think does that quantify us as really lucky or really unlucky? So this is a really small thing. If you watched the stream yesterday, we talked about this. I'm going to Herofall my opponent's Ardent Crusader during their ready step. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it makes phantoms when it dies. So I want those phantoms to not be able to attack me this turn. And then this also gets a chance to take an Ardent Crusader out of their hand if they have a second one. I'm gonna jump here because it gives my hero power the best chance to put a third troop into my crypt so I can scrounge the paw. Oh no, we hero felled the wrong thing. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the champ power here and get that Cottontail back now because that's what I deserve. Rune are sweet. And we put 2 more troops in there. Okay, yep. So I'm just gonna play this Paw of Yazukan out. Yakayuzan. Shoot this one. I'm surprised this card is in their deck post reserves. This card is not particularly good against us. Let's play this out. I'm going to go ahead and play Cottontail Explorer here to make this a 3-3. And then I'm going to go ahead and attack with these. If they want to trade their Satyr's Roost Bard for my Rune, I think I'm okay with that, because they could double block here. It's possible that because of how high of a life total they are, I should leave one of these guys back. And this trade is a little aggressive here, or a little defensive. I feel like they should just take the hit from this, unless they have a way to protect this somehow, because this card is their way to get back into the game, like drawing a bunch of cards. They hit like a Moonrise Elder or something. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that trade. Like, I got an acceleration out of that. I just commented that I'm playing so poorly here. Ooh. It's looking like they're going to be able to push through on the aggression side, though. We need to hit like a Rotten Rancor or something here to kind of take over this game. Not jumping with this for 1 point of damage, I don't think. That's not a Rotten Rancor. And again, we're going to Herofall this during my opponent's turn, so that way they can't attack with the 2 Phantoms. I'm not attacking with this because I want to leave it to block this one too. Ardent and Coyote count? Yeah, I mean, I guess that it's possible they're not playing my configuration of the deck. My configuration of the deck that my opponent's playing has appropriate things to be able to cut this card in this type of matchup. And there's you know, a card that's very good in this matchup, and if they were drawing cards with these, they'd be like, if both these Valors drew cards, I'd probably be just completely out of this game. But as is, I have a draw step here that could still be good. If we get Uruunaz, we could be in this game. We're going to 6 here, and then we're dead on board, so we need to hit something here. We have 2 Extinctions, I guess. Rockcast. Alright, not technically dead on board anymore, so pass the turn. We're still dead on board. We're not dead to cards in our hand, though. Yep, can't block, so we're going to go chump, chump. So, chump, chump. Blocks like that before damage. Rockcast a Spirit, Phantom, whatever they are. Yeah, I've got an Elder of Lost Ages in mind. I guess the list that Novocaine was playing for a while had 2 Youngsters in it, so we're going to 2 here, so I think we're dead regardless. Now, I guess if we hit Rotten Rancor, we can Uruunaz fight this. Oh, sure. Yeah, good line by opponent here. That's why Martyr's a good card. It's a split card that's like an Anthem and a piece of removal. I don't think I want to board differently. My Runeers, yeah, I'm going to leave ramp in those. That's fine. I like getting Uruunaz. Yeah, let's just save. Hand has Extinction. I don't know what else to say. 4 cost, destroy all the troops. Underworld gets to curve Underworld Crusader into it too. The Underworld Crusader Extinction curve is so brutal because Underworld Crusader forces your opponent to have a removal spell, or they have to go wider, and then the Extinction punishes them for going wide, and the Crusader just draws us cards so we don't get punished for it. Another Herofall, sign me up. So if they don't have a Bring to Justice here, we're going to be in good shape. There's the Bring to Justice. They do play 2 for a reason. I didn't draw a card with that at least. I got that going for us. Alright. I think we're going to suggest our opponent get clucked up here. Yep. Just do that. This might even force them to use their champion power to ship with this again. We'll see. Again, gonna chant power during their ready step so I can not get attacked by phantoms this next turn. There was an Ardent Crusader in their hand. God, anytime you get one out of their hand, it feels so good. God, do they really not have another play here? Man, that's good for us. My chant power, see what we get here. So we got a Runear back. We didn't ditch anything in the bin. That's very good. That's unfortunate. I think I'm just hanging tight here for a minute. I really want one more troop on their side of the table, and we're at 21, so... You knew what I meant. Herofall, whatever. Whatever. Okay, now 2 more phantoms is going to be enough to... God, that's great for us. Oh, jeez. Remember that time our opponent couldn't win the game anymore? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Have some phantoms. It's an aggressive attack. I guess they drew a card with it at least. They get a Valor out of it too. Play another troop, please. Play another troop, please. Play another troop, please. Please play another troop, please. Please, sir, play another troop. Play another troop. They're going extinct. I'll take a Valor, I guess. This attack when you're on the other side of the table is just like the worst feeling in the world. Because like, oh geez, my opponent 10 out of 10 should have jumped that. That attack could only mean one thing. That your troops are about to go extinct. And a shard too. Look at it, everything's coming up Millhouse. I mean, I guess they're at, like, infinite life, right? Alright, let's flip Uruunaz into our crypt here with this. Or get it back to our hand. We got a Hierophall back. Didn't get anything else relevant. Let's just take these out of here. I guess I'll play this in attack. If they want to trade these, I'm fine with that, I think. So they've got a bunch of Valors in their hand. They've got 3 Valors in their hand right now. What on earth? Okay, sure. Man, we still haven't put a good troop in our bin, huh? That's unfortunate. Pass the turd here. I can't tell if this is really good or really bad. I feel like even if this is really good, these gems in this can't be optimal. You know, I probably should have waited to play this out, so I could have gotten 2 chumps in off of this. Yeah, that's almost certainly what I should have done. Oh. Oh, look at that. I can see that card being okay in that archetype, though. Like, you have Crusaders and whatever they're called. Oh no, we've been repelled. That means our Rotten Rancor is a little bit more alive here. Just pass the turn here. I can see that card being okay. I don't think these gems seem particularly good. I guess protecting it from Croc seems fine, but like having the minus cost that it seems worse than... I'm trying to think of what else could go in there. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, with Protectorate too, that seems sweet. Maybe that'll be a deck we build next season. Yeah, that should put this game away. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And I guess, like, our best troops don't die to it either, right? Like, our best troops are like, Crusaders and Rabbits. This is my Crusader. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Scale of 1 to dead, where are we at here? Dead side of the scale? Half the time Cottontail deserves to be sacrificed. Stupid rabbit bricking on shards. He has one job and he can't even do it most of the time. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, don't kill my 4/4. I'll have to draw 2 cards. Whatever will I do? I should have played the Exarch of the Egg. Whoops. Put third lethal threat on the table. Double lethal threat. Has lethal, is lethal. Casual, 3 removal spells. Extra threat we didn't play out at hand. Alrighty. 35! Sweet. Ooh! Ashwood Firebrand. Look at that. Look at that pretty promo. Oh, she's got a heart. Oh, this is the Ardor Day promo, right? Sweet. More free stuff. Things I will not complain about for 100. I can't keep this in good conscience, right? This is arguably worse. If he's got Bolt Spasm on one, this is much worse. Baby Yeti. Yeah, the Angus nerf is good. Super reasonable. Yeah, Angus will be a 2 threshold requirement, and it'll only do 3 points of damage. I wonder if Metronomy is going to single-handedly take credit for the fact that Angus got nerfed. It feels like that's something that'll go through his mind. All right, 10 out of 10 attacking with this. Please miss your 3rd shard drop and pass the turn. Scale of 1 to dead, where's this at? Well, they have a 3rd shard. Ooh, that's the last Guard's Vengeance. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this, and then I'm gonna play this. Make a 0-1. I just think Metro's attitude is not good for the game or the community surrounding it. Just for reference. Man, didn't even bin troops for this? That's so sad. God Lord. Well, I was feeling like we might have been okay. And then there was the second last Guard's Vengeance. We did. Alright. Let's cut some of this top end here. Bring these in. Phenteo can go away. This can go to the Sacrifice Gem, and then Skyguard, Steadfast, Crusaders. I'm going to turn into Speed. I'm not sure if we're keeping all the Crusaders or not. Rotten Rancor is probably a little bit medium. Croc's probably okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cut Croc. We're bringing in enough mid-sized guys here. Trim 1 Underworld Crusader. Let's do this and see how it feels. Crusader can be a liability sometimes. While we're waiting for our opponent, I'd just like to take a moment to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your Friday here with us. Hope everyone's having a swell weekend. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a professional TCG player / content producer, and welcome to my Twitch channel. Here we play all sorts of card games, video games, digital and otherwise. We play Hex, we play Magic, we play Pokemon. If you're new to the channel and you're enjoying what you see, I'd encourage you to show a little support by using that follow button there on your screen. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps other people find my content. If you're really enjoying what you see and you want to help me produce more of this content, you can do so by subscribing for $4.99 a month on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. Both of those allow me to keep doing what I'm doing more often. That hand is super reasonable. It's a little bit medium because we don't have a 2-drop in it, but like we get to go shard, 0-1, make a 5/5 on 3, so I think this is fine. And then like follow it up with a Speed Crusader, just like take a proactive route. We want to lead on the Blood Shard here just in case we draw Rock Cast on 2, so we kind of leave our options open. When my opponent takes their first turn, I can continue my spiel and say, another great way you could support the stream is if you're a Hex player and you're going to be buying Hex cards anyways. There's this code above the screen here for hexprimal.com. Hexprimal is a third-party website that buys and sells Hex TCG cards, so if you're going to buy some singles anyways, you can buy from them and save yourself 5% on your order with the code Jeff5. So opponent mulligan to have Baby Yeti. Are they missing their second shard here? No, have a second shard. Is this the VIP tournament? This is not the VIP tournament. This runs the risk of getting burned in response, but I think that's worthwhile. And they didn't have it. Sweet. I am 35th on the constructed ladder currently, so I would like to pad that ranking a little bit more just to make sure I lock my spot in the CCS. I'm traveling to a Magic the Gathering tournament this weekend, so I won't be able to play on the ladder, so I just wanted to get in a couple hours of laddering before I take off for the weekend. I will be back Monday and Tuesday, but ideally we can just play a little bit today and then not play too much more and be safe into next season. 10 out of 10 blocking your guy here every single time. Another Underworld Crusader with speed. Sign me up. I'm actually going to hit my champion power here, because if we get a Battle Hopper back, I can play it. I don't really mind. So my Crusaders have speed when I'm on the play in this matchup, so that'll hit play, and then we'll go ahead and attack for 10 here. The season ends at midnight PST on the 28th. Usually the 30th or so position that I'm in is safe, but, you know, nothing's a guarantee, so playing extra matches definitely won't hurt, as long as I'm going 50% or more in those matches. Alrighty, and then the second Underworld Crusader with speed will close the game right on out here. Let's go ahead and jam these in here. GG, opponent. I mean, like, the dread thing is good, is definitely good for the sake of the game. Like, decks that could kill on turn 1 and turn 2 are just, like, not good for competitive environments. Like, I don't think that's very... I'd much rather have combo decks be, like, big and interesting, like the take all the turns deck. Oh. I mean, for a combo deck to be good, it doesn't mean it has to kill quickly. Decks that kill players on, like, the second and third and even fourth turn of the game just, like, don't generate feel goods, and I don't think they... I would not be upset if decks that killed that early don't exist in the context of competitive Hex. I think that is a plus positive for Hex, not a minus. Do I want to keep this hand? This hand is pretty reasonable if we draw a wild threshold in there. What do we think here? What do we think here, fam? We're at 7. Should probably go to 6. We have Cluckodon, though, and double Herofall. Like, Underworld Crusader. I'm on 10, 6. I'm on, like, 16 wild sources, so maybe it's low. Yeah, let's try again. This isn't great, but I think it's a keep at 6. Second slow shard being a little clunky. There's only 2 slow shards in the deck because of hands like this. There's the Bolt Spasm on 1. That's unfortunate. There's no Justice of the World, so you're guaranteed to hit. Okay, so it didn't matter what we kept here. Our opponents just has the Angus draw, as I'm going to refer to it as, and which means that we're just like never going to win the game. So when Angus does what my opponent is doing here, you just like are almost 0% to win. If they hit their third shard drop next turn, it's just like the game is like kill this, hit their third shard drop, like just get run out of the gates. Burn my Cottontail Explorer, hit me for 5. Or like choosing between whether or not they want to kill the Cottontail Explorer and play Matriarch of the Flames here. Either one is bad for us. I'm just not even gonna. It's not even worth continuing to play. I'll just queue up another batch here. Time is of the essence. Let's get some games in. I actually don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure we just die regardless. Like if we hold up Rockcast, they play Matriarch, and then like we take 6 or 5 on the turn, and they draw a card. Like that's fine. Like that's what the red deck does sometimes. That's probably gonna be my last match of the day. I have to get packed still. Leaving in 2.5 hours for Indianapolis. You celebrate buying your first house, probably with a party. You can invite people over and they're allowed to break stuff and your landlord can't get pissed. Matt, this one's really specific. Do you have a non-foil copy of Glissa the Traitor in your house somewhere? It needs to be non-foil. I have foil copies, but it would be the only foil in my deck if I played it. A non-foil copy of Glissa the Traitor. I have signed foil copies. It's fine. I have signed foils. We might play one this weekend. I mean, I'm literally playing EDH in Modern, right? Like, we've been over this. Man, a Wild Threshold would be great next turn. Yes, it's an alternative to Mir Superion. That's exactly what it is. I can't believe I hadn't thought of that before. Like, I love that card. They're signed, it's one of the only cards I have signed by the artist. Like, my first open top 8 was playing with 4 Glissa the Traders. She's a pretty lady. I'm just gonna pass the turn here. Modern is competitive EDH. Thank you very much, Matthew. Wow. And this is... They probably should have attacked with this. I'm like 0% to block this, I think, if they attack with it. Eldrazi cannot win the game while that card is on the board. They just can't. They have to just... If they don't have Displacer, they can't win the game. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and activate both of these and then trade this Crocosaur for their board. And, like, we have a lot of things they have to path, so... Stomp, stomp, roar! So they have a Transmogrifade here. They could potentially have their units live. Yeah, that would be awesome. I prefer not to have one foil in my deck. There are now 6 Tarantula Eggs in my opponent's deck. We're still at 18. It's a good sign for us. Zakir's Fury. Create a random action that you meet the threshold requirements and put it into your hand. Sure. Rune here. Attack for 4 here. Gain a resource that we desperately need. That was a wrong turn, wasn't it? Okay. Huh. Seeing red. That hits pretty hard. Shard's a good hit there. So, if I do this, I can play this out. I think I'm just going to bin this Phenteo here. And I'm going to go ahead and just Rotten Rancor this Crocosaur. Actually, let's hit the Champ Power first here. Just in case we hit a better card to... Oh no, we got the Crocosaur back to our hand. Well, that feels bad, because now the Crocosaur can't fight this. Yeah, maybe that was a little loose. I think I just have to trade these. Like, these are just like trading Rotten Rancor for this. They're going to fight, and then mine's going to go away. Yeah, it was a little loose. Probably just should have Rancored into Croc. Alright, let's go ahead and play Yazukan out here. You can? Yazukan. Oh geez, did this make a counter magic? I feel like this made a counter magic. Nope, alright. Transmogrifade, we got an answer to the Rune here. Time Ripple, yep. So opponent's not quite dead on board yet, but we're getting there. Dream Dance. Troops in your deck get deployed. Loot. Sure. I don't think they have too many troops in their deck. Oh my god. Nerb Gerbler. He's gobbling our Nerb. So this hits us for 3. Man, can we lose this game? Our opponent would be dead next turn if I would have Rotten Rancored the Croc back at the right instead of Champ powering first, so this is definitely a mistake. Oh, that's good. So it's 10 to do both of those. Oh, I should have played this first. If I attack with both of these, that'll put me up to 9, and then this makes it 10, so then I'll have 2 blockers for the Flying Knob Gobbler. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And remember, even if there's some wacky form of random action that allows my opponent to win this game, they should have been dead by now if I would have sequenced my stuff correctly. Mistakes were made. He was dead to Croc Crusader. Shh. Shh. I think I'd rather play around a Transmog. I don't know. It's close. You're definitely right that I could have played 2 things and then save Boss's Evocation, sure. Trade here, draw 2 cards. She doesn't love drawing cards, really. Alright, Protocol Seeds. So I think I actually want... Do I want Skyguard on the Runeers? Nah, I'm just going to leave those how they are. I want the Rockcasts in. I think I want the Inquisitions in. I might want the Steel Intels in. Crocosaur's a little bit too clunky, I think. Heart of the Wrathwood doesn't seem great. Uruunaz seems slow. Phenteo's a little bit too slow. Paw of Yazukan's a little medium. Let's give this configuration a try, shall we? The rebalances of the Herofall champions. They are awesome, Kaijutist. They are fantastic. Just like aces all around. Super excited. Angus rebalance is great. Like, takes away basically 2 points of damage from them every game, which is probably enough to bring it back down to reasonable levels. Cluck is good, eat his scarns. Oh, yeah, you're right. Huh. This hand's fine. Hopefully Cottontail Explorer can fuel my Deathside Rider a little bit here. If we get to a game 3, I'll definitely bring in some of the Clucks. Buffer their life total a little bit. I forgot he showed a Scarn in game 1. Scarn honestly might be a reason to keep them the Crocs, too. Underworld Crusader is probably our best draw there. I don't know. People are going to cry regardless. of what they do. So if they're just gonna like make changes that like improve the overall health of the format, I don't really care if people cry personally. Ten out of 10 taking this trade, I think, if they offer it. Hey, Hecky. This lets us draw some cards here. And who doesn't love drawing cards, really? Alright, first one bricked, but it did put fuel in the fire for our 2 scrounge cards, so that's nice. You hold 1 shard out of 2 Cottontails. Glad we're ahead this game so far. Despite all his rage, he is still just a gone in a cage. Someone will say what is lost can never be saved. Do 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 do. Yeah, honestly, the Lysander nerf probably pushes Sejas towards being the better champion overall in the limited format. Like I was playing Sejas as my champion for a lot of the time anyways in a lot of the drafts that I was like 2-1ing and 3-0ing, and with having 3 more points of life and his ability only costing 1 more, I think Sejas is probably the better of the 2 now on average. Opponent's missed Sapphire here for... Oh, jeez. I was about to say the words, they've missed Sapphire for a little bit too long to be in this. And then they Lasgard's Vengeance us. GG at WP? GG at WP? Huh. Well then. Yeah. Go ahead, your move. Lysander was one of the better champions in the current limited format, but it's uncertain whether or not that's because Lysander's pushed or because Ruby as an archetype was pushed. It's probably a mix of the two. I don't think I'm supposed to play this out just to pressure them. The scrounge to make them sacrifice a troop is going to be very reasonable when they hit stuff here eventually. Alright. Kagu says... Yes, we can! So, Yazukan is a 3/5 with Flight, Life Drain, and Lethal for 6. That at the beginning of every one of our turns, he puts a random troop from our crypt back into play. We've got some Howling Braves in here, some Cottontail Explorers, some Underworld Crusaders. He's got some juicy targets to hit. Doesn't have 2 pieces of removal for this. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. Or Sapphire or Transmogrifade. Alrighty, looks like we're gonna get to ready with this. Oh, and it returns all troops with the same name as the card that it gets back. So when it hits one Howling Brave, it brings back all of the Howling Braves. This isn't exactly She-Huldred. She-Huldred lets you choose. This is random. There's some variance in play there. Still a plenty powerful card. There's a Sapphire Threshold. Yep. Do they have a Transmogrifade to get out of this? Huh. That is true. There's like Underworld Crusaders and Vampire Kings in my crypt. Thank you very much. We're going to steal intel their landing pause site next turn, I think. Let's like get ourselves a draw 3 in the bank. Survey says Acolyte of Shoku, sure. There's 3 Underworld Crusaders in our crypt. God, that's good. I might have had lethal here, but what fun is that? But with this line, I get to trigger my Yazukan another time. Come on now. Think of the fun. Think of the fun. I get to draw cards? Why win the game when you can draw extra cards? Had you considered the drawing extra cards line at any point? I feel like the people talking about winning the game hadn't considered how many extra cards we're going to get to draw. Are you having fun, opponent? Have fun! It's all about the fun! Watch us get like Lasgar's Vengeance here. Yeah, Vampire King! Rune Hierophant that draws a card! Shard that draws a card. See, look at all these extra cards we got to draw. I'm just a simple man who wants to draw a lot of cards. Oh no! That's so rude! Alright, fine. Kill this. I mean, we all know the answer to that question, right? Like, you don't, no game draws more cards than Pokemon draws. Come on now. What a silly question. What a silly question. Alrighty, 35. We moved up a couple of spots. We started 38 today. I think we went like 4-2 on the afternoon, so not too terrible. Thank you everyone for hanging out. If you're a Magic the Gathering player that's going to be at the Open in Indianapolis this weekend, feel free to come up and say hello. I will definitely be around, and I will catch y'all around. I'll be back on Monday with more streams as always.